Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to present about Uitm Shah Alam Sport Facility Booking System. My name is Muhammad Izan Hamid bin Suhaini. My student ID is 2023989884.
My name is Naqib Azim bin Sirajuddin and my student ID is 2023261469.
My name is Khairul Shami bin Khairul Nizam. My student ID is 2023436178.
For the introduction, Uitm Shah Alam, known as the main campus of all UITMs. Uitm Shah Alam has prepared a lot of facilities for its student and staff. One of the facilities is the sport facility. Uitm prepared many kind of facility for its student and staff such as volleyball court, futsal court, badminton court that has been convenient for its student and staff that wants to involve themselves in sports. Nevertheless, the quantity of UITM student and staff is too many for the sport facilities. The use of the sport facilities would always be occupied by some of the student and also the staff every day. It would be unfair for other people to use it as there are many people who want to use it all the time. This case would be an issue to UITM as the use of sport facility are not enough for its student and staff. So this case leads to a solution for the sport facilities. UITM has come up with a solution which is to have a website specializing for sport facilities online booking system to the student and staff that wish to use the sport facility to make a booking beforehand to overcome the insufficient sport space for both students and the staff. This approach had made the use of sport facilities fair for both student and staff to use the sport facilities from time to time.
So let's move on to the problem statement of our project. So first of all, we have the lack of location details. So the booking system that are currently using right now is lack of location details because of booking system does not provide the details user need to know before the user start to booking their facility. Next, we have incomplete facility information. The system failed to provide details like the capacity of each facility, so it will be challenging for the user to assess the suitability. And the last but not least, absence of sport equipment booking. So there's no provision for users to borrow university's equipment like badminton rackets, futsal ball, and also hockey stick, depriving them of essential resources for activities.
As for UITM Sport Facility Booking System objective are going to make the booking system become more efficient compared to the paperwork booking system. To handle a large field of data, it's not be going to sufficient to employee to use a paperwork system. It is because they are going to consume a lot of time. We are not going to refill data. Secondly, we are going to store information regarding the user and the facility. Storing information is convenient to the administration to be able to keep track of the facility record regarding the booking information and the information of all the facility. Lastly, is to make the management of data storage always need. Data storage need is a vital aspect because it will be convenient for administration to be able to retrieve the data for a long term.
So moving on to our entity relationship diagram. As we can see here, we got 6 tables, which are user, booking, order detail, employee, facilities, and equipment. And in this case, we put order detail as our bridge entity because of there's a many-to-many relationship in, and so in order to fix that, we have to create a bridge entity. So I'll explain more about our entity relationship diagram in the business rule. So the first business rule is a user can place many booking. Each booking placed by a user, many booking is handled by an employee. An employee can handle many booking. A booking contains many order detail. Each order detail contains in a booking. Many order detail request a facility. Each facility requested in many order detail. each facility manage and equipment is managed in many facility.
We are going to demonstrate our Microsoft Access for the online sport facility booking system. So first, we open the Microsoft Access, and this is the login page of our sport facility booking system. And first, we have to enter our username. And the password. If we put the wrong password, it will appear the error message for wrong username or password. So we put the correct password. And then we got into the main menu.
Right, so after we done our login, so we are going to go to the main menu. In our menu, we have 6 entity, which is from the 6 table: user, booking, order detail, facility, equipment, employee. So I'm going to open the user form. Beside that, I'm going to show you the navigation form. Inside the navigation form, we have our form and all of our report that can be used to see all of the thing. Alright, okay, so in user form, this is our user form. This button right here is for to add record, previous record, next report, save record, and delete record. So I'm going to add a record. So the previous one is 110k. It's 111. First name is going to be Kumar. Last name will be Atan. Address. Okay, and then the user phone number. User faculty would be science computer. So I'm going to save the record, and it will be shown in the user table. See right here. Okay, so it's we successfully add the record. So I'm going to show you add record to all of the form. Before that, I'm going to add record in employee. Service mobility. So I'm going to save the record. Okay, so in the table employee would be Atan and Ali. Okay, so in our menu, booking, previous one is 507, so 508. Employee ID that we just recently put is 210. So 210. User stood ID for Kumar, which is 1111. So start date. Start date is our start date that we start booking. Book date is the date we are booking when we book. So this satu and then so in booking. So this our new record 508, and our main menus to the facility. So as for the facility form, I'm going to put the new facility ID, facility name, capacity, equipment ID. I'm going to save it. And for equipment, I already done it. For the rugby field, 390, right there, 390. So all these things saved, and we'll see at the table facility. It's already been filled, and the equipment. So that's all for the form that we have created.
So this is the report of each table. We're starting with booking report. Okay, report. You can see this is the user student ID, the user booking date, the booking ID, the starting of the booking, the end date of the booking, and the employee ID. And then the next we have the employee report, which is the detail of the employee report. We have the employee ID, employee first name, employee last name, the employee starting date of their service, and employee phone number. The next report we have equipment report. that shows the detail of equipment, which is equipment ID, equipment name. Next, we have the facility report, that shows the details of the facility, which is facility ID, facility name, facility capacity, and also the equipment ID of each facility. And next, we have the user report that has the user student ID, user first name, user last name, user address, user phone number, and also the faculty of the student.
Next, I'm going to show you how to do a report based on query. Okay, first, we have a simple query report. For simple query, I'm going to choose a simple query wizard, which is we create using a query wizard, simple query wizard, and we just put all of this thing and finish it. Okay, so after we done creating it, we are going to simply transform this into a report. So we are going to create a report right here. So they're going to be like this. We're going to do design view, change this name into simple query user report. And then we got our simple query user report that are going to show about user student ID, user first name, user last name, address, phone number, and user faculty. All this report have in the data in the table itself. Another example is a simple query by booking. So we are going to create a report and design view and simply put a simple report, save it. This is our simple query booking report, which is include the book ID, book date, start date, end date, user student ID, and employee ID. For this one, we are going to just delete it at the layout view. So we are going to get our report.
And this is the table of data of the group by query, which has the booking ID, the user student ID, the user first name, and also the user phone number. And now we are going to create the report for this query. We go to create, and then we click on the report button, and we have the report of our group by query. Then we change the name to the user detail report, which has the booking ID, the user student ID, the user first name, and also the user phone number. There you have the date and time, and also the number of data in the table. This is the table of data of the joint query. So we have the booking ID, user student ID, employee ID, employee first name, and also employee phone number. And now we are going to create a report for this query. So we click on create the report, and we have the report for this joint query. So for this report, we are meant to do the report for employee order detail that has the detail of the order and also the detail of the employee. We have the date and time, and also we have the booking ID, user student ID, employee first name, and also employee phone number, the details of the employee. And right here we have the total number of data that we have in our table.
This is the first subquery. This is the table of the first subquery, and then to create the report, click on create here and then create report. And yeah, the report will be displayed like this. And then for the second subquery, this is the table of the second subquery. And in order to create the report, click on create and click on report. and the report will be like this.
Next, we are going to enter the segment of a 10 SQL question. For SQL question number 1, we are going to retrieve all the data from user and their book ID, their total price, and the facility that they book. So first thing first, they are going to select user student ID, user first name, user last name, book ID, total price, facility ID, and facility name. So then they are going to make it from the table that they take: user, order detail, facility, and booking. We also put the user as E, order detail as O, facility as F, booking as B. So we are going to put the condition where the student ID from user is the same like student ID from the booking, and the book ID from booking is the same like the book ID from order detail, and facility ID from order detail same like facility ID from facility, and the total price is more than 10. So if the price is less equal than 10, they are not going to be executed. So this one is going to be grouped by user student ID, first name, last name, book ID, total price, facility ID, and facility name. So we are going to run it. So they are going to be shown like this. For SQL question number 2, we are going to show the employee name and the employee service that are going to be set as a condition in between 2021 until 7 of 12 2023. So we're going to select employee first name, employee last name, and employee service from the table employee, where the employee service is between 1/1/2021 and 7/12 from 2033. Order by employee service descending. This means that we are going to be shown like this. So the service, they are going to be shown at the top. Ahmad Saif at the 7/10/2023 all the way to 2021. For SQL question number 3, they are going to show the facility name, equipment name, and their capacity. So select facility ID, facility name, equipment name, and facility capacity from the table facility and table equipment, and the condition is we're going to make it join. So equipment ID from facility is equal to equipment ID from equipment. So order by facility capacity descending. So we're going to show run like this. So the capacity, the higher the capacity will be on the top and through the 10. Last one.
The fourth question is we have to show which employee that has the longest service in the database booking system. So first we have to select the field of the employee that show the detail of the employee from employee table, and then we use the select minimum function to show which employee that has the longest service from employee. And we open the datasheet view of the SQL, and then we have the detail of the employee that has the longest service, which is Haziq Hamdan, that started his service in the year of 2021 on the 1st April 2021. So the fifth question is to retrieve the user's booking detail, also with facility and equipment detail, along with the total price. And first, we put the field that we want as the detail of those wanted in the question from each table, which is the user table, booking, equipment, facilities, and also order detail. And then we put the condition, which is we join it, and then we group by the field in the data table. So we run, and we got the data table of each field, which we have user first name, user last name, book date, start date, end date, user student ID, booking ID, facility name, equipment ID, equipment name, and people quantity, and also with total price. And the sixth question, we have to count the number of employees that started their service in the year 2023. So for the SQL, we have the select count, the field of the employee ID, which is unique field as employee 23 from employee, and then we have the between date from 1 January 2023 to 31 December 2023, and this is the datasheet view of the SQL, which is the amount of employee that started their service in 2023 is 3 employee.
So for the SQL question 8, in order to count the number of students booked from the Faculty of Medic, this is the command. As we can see here, select count in bracket user faculty as medic student from the table of user, and the condition is where user faculty equals to medic. And if we run the command, the output will be the number of students booked from the Faculty of Medic. For the SQL question 9, in order to list facility name, capacity name, and equipment name that facility capacity is more than 25, this is the command. So as we can see here, the command is select facility name, facility capacity, and equipment name from table facility and table equipment, where the condition is facility capacity is more than 25 and equipment ID equals to equipment ID in equipment table and equipment ID in facility table, grouped by facility name, facility capacity, and equipment name. And the output, if we run, will be like this. And last but not least, SQL question 10. This is the command to arrange user first name in ascending order. So we have to select user student ID, user first name, and user last name from the table of user and order by user first name. And the output will be like this. Yeah. The user first name will be arranged in ascending order.